Hi, welcome to this video. Here I'm going to show you how to use libraries and standards in the one-day system. First thing we want to do, we want to open these libraries and standards. I can do that by clicking on View and either clicking on Libraries, choosing the System or Project Library, or by clicking on Standards and opening up the Project Standards. So what I'll do first, I'll open the Project Standards, and as you can see, it opens up in the right-hand side menu. Now I can choose a tab here for which standard I would like to use. I can either choose cable, card, device or motor standards. These standards can be used by clicking or dropping it onto a relevant component. So a cable would be drag dropped onto a cable and card standards would be dropped onto a card. Now I can also edit these standards by clicking on View and clicking on one of these standards I would like to view. So let's edit cable standards quickly. I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to add a new one quickly. And this one I would call just tutorial for now. And I can just use the same for the capacitance. And let's just say it's 3-core cable, and this I'm not gonna fill in the rest right now. I can click OK, and to refresh this I close it down and open it up again. Now if you go to the cable standards and I scroll all the way down, as you can see there is my tutorial standard, which I can then just use by drag dropping it onto a relevant item. So this is how we use the standards. I'm going to close this down and I'm going to open up the library. I'm going to choose the system library for this one. As you can see, it looks quite a lot similar to the standards, and it also has tabs on the side which you can then choose panels, cables, D-strips, cards or equipment for your library. Now these libraries you can't add just like that. You can use them and drag drop them out onto a relevant component, and you can use a relevant component and drag drop it into the system library. Okay, so let's do that quickly. Open up components, and as you can see I've got a loop here, 300F01. At this moment you can see that it is a ZSH instrument inside the loop. So I want to save this whole loop to the library. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag drop it all the way over here. So what I'm going to get asked now is update the current library item, so the one that's selected with that black arrow, or create a new one. I would like to create a new one, and I'm just going to call it ZSH, and I know it's in the loops, so I'm not going to give it any other name or description as loop or such. I can click OK, and it is added to my library on the right hand side. There you can see it's in. Now let's just test this. I'm going to take this FTFY and drag drop it onto my loop, as I told you. And as you can see, my loop has been rebuilt from this library. So let's put it back to where it was with H. And please remember to select the loop first before drag dropping, otherwise you would get a message like the one I just got. So there you can see my ZSH loop has been put back in its place. Now just one last thing quickly about the libraries. We can hide these libraries without actually closing them down. So I can click on the auto hide pin and it just docks itself on the right hand side, and when I move my mouse over it, it comes right back. So then I can repin it, or I can click the close button and close it completely. So I've got my library open. Let's open my standard as well. As you can see, it opens two windows and they're both docked to the side. So let's auto hide the library and let's auto hide the standards. Now you can see if I move over library, it opens up, and if I move over standard, it opens up. Thank you. That is the end of this video. Please visit our website to see if there are any more that are relevant to you.